How far? Midweek edition of your favorite program on leadership television inside Nigeria. My name is Winifred Ugbebo, and of course, we are going to be looking at the headline stories of some select newspapers this day. Today is Wednesday, 6 September 2023, and incidentally, activities are already going on at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, which is giving the results of the judgment now, presently, as we speak. So without wasting much time, let's look at Nigeria's most influential newspaper and its headline story today, Wednesday. Leadership says labor strike suffers partial compliance over cracks in union. Labor strike suffers partial compliance over cracks in union. Offices, banks short in Abuja, Bayelsa, Kano. Action breach of due process, say state chairman. We have pictures of some of the states where the protest took place yesterday, like Lagos, Abuja, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom. Beside that, we have Health Insurance Group post 20 billion naira revenue for 2022. Health Insurance Group post 20 billion naira revenue for 2022. SDF's office budgets 108 million naira to organize presidential media chat. Edo Deputy Governor withdraws suit against Obaseki. New travel restrictions for non-UK citizens. The story is on page 7 of Leadership. And above that, we have NNPP Express Kwankwaso as Chairman Akali dumps party. Stories on page 4 of Leadership. NNPP Express Kwankwaso as Chairman Akali dumps party. Otedola lost Sanwo-Olu over completion of Lagos Blue-Ray. And just above the masthead of Leadership, we have the pictures of the 5 presidential election petition tribunal, the pictures of the judges. 2023 polls, 5 judges decide Tinubu Atiku Obi's fate today. That is the headline, the last of the headline stories on the cover of Leadership. And from that headline story, we move over to the page 3 of the paper. We don't always forget to look at the editorial, which is the slant of the paper for the day. And our stand is on exploiting children as mates. Exploiting children as mates. That is the stand, the editorial on Leadership today. And from that page 3, we move over to the back page of the paper where we have Why I Write, a new columnist. Aisha Osori, Why I Write is the title of her column today. Find out the reason why she writes on that topic. I chose, and of course on Ghana Must Go, we have I chose Yaradua to succeed me despite his illness, OBJ. And of course, of the Ghana Must Go replied, Obasanjo. For more on that continuation of headline stories, log on to the website of Leadership, www.leadership.ng. From Leadership, another paper with similar headline story is Vanguard. Vanguard says strike hot activities in Rivers, Osun, Edo, Kano, Kaduna, Cross River. Strike hot activities in Rivers, Osun, Edo, Kano, Kaduna, Cross River. This is the leading story on Vanguard this Wednesday. Records partial compliance in Lagos, Abuja, Ogun, Delta, Ekiti, Kebbi. Power disruption looms as workers shut down Oshogbo Transmission Company. Banks cut short as Anambra NSC joins strike. Strike stores election tribunal ruling in Edo. Commercial activities orders. Day 1 met our objectives at Jero. Ask Day 2 to send stronger signals. Yes, still on Vanguard newspaper, despite slight improvement, reign of terror continues. Talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 100 days in office, which is today. Despite slight improvement, reign of terror continues. PEPT, that is Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, Justice Odili's prejudgment remarks worrisome. Labour Party. Few subsidy interests fighting us. Shettima, Vice President. Shaibu withdraws suit against Obaseki. Others. The stories on page 11 of Vanguard. And just from these stories, we move to the ones above the masthead of Vanguard. Our founding fathers won independence, faith to build a nation. NNPP crisis deepens as faction experts Kwankwaso. APC's past rejection of fuel subsidy removal was political. Fayemi. Presidential poll, the 4 men, woman who decide fate of Tinubu, Atiku, Obi today, similar to that of leadership. And from that, we have come to the end of Vanguard's review. For more stories on Vanguard, inside stories as well, log on to the website of Vanguard, www.vanguardngr.com. From Vanguard, we move over to the next paper talking about presidential poll result taking place right now, is ongoing right now. And the Punch captures its presidential poll, heavy security as tribunal decides Atiku, Obi's petitions against Tinubu. Presidential poll, heavy security as tribunal decides Atiku, Obi's petitions against Tinubu. Police block entrance to Court of Appeal, warn politicians against violence. 5 justices decide Atiku, Obi's petitions today. Security agents patrol Abuja. Dollar debts, CBN repays banks next week. CBN repays banks next week. Naira may rebound. The story is on page 9 of the Punch. Fund regional rail projects. Federal government tests governors. World Bank delays $8.6 billion loan to Nigeria. Reports. That story on page 17 of the Punch. And underneath this, we have tribunal sacks Kogi senator orders fresh election. DSS names Nasarawa officials, traders for diverting palliatives. Abuja's second runway ready in 12 months, according to the Minister of Aviation, Keyamo. From this, we move over to the masthead, above the masthead of the Punch. Lagos, Katsina, Sokoto workers shown NLC, strike grants Abuja states. Airports, bank workers ignore strike. Maritime unions block worry Lagos ports. Contractors protest as federal government dumps asphalt for concrete roads. For more on these inside stories and their Punch editorial, log on to the website of the Punch, www.punchng.com. From the Punch, Daily Sun is next on our menu. Daily Sun says, Judgment Day! Exclamation mark. Anxiety, security alert in Abuja as tribunal decides Tinubu, Atiku, Obi's fate. Judgment Day. Anxiety, security alert in Abuja as tribunal decides Tinubu, Atiku, Obi's fate. IGP deploys 7 DIGs, 5 AIGs, riot police to venue across FCT. Occupy Nigeria protest in 2012 induced by politics. Fayemi, former minister of solid minerals and immediate past governor of Ekiti State. Occupy Nigeria protest in 2012 induced by politics. Fayemi. Jonathan blames Nigeria's woes on lack of national integration. Second Abuja runway construction commences next week, ready in 12 months. Keyamo. Tinubu, I'll remove bottlenecks militating against ease of doing business. Shetima, our policies already yielding results. Wike threatens to revoke land approvals over 34 billion naira grant rent. Wike threatens to revoke land approvals over 34 billion naira grant rent. Iban SNB condemned Rivers government's demolition of AIT facility. Iban SNB condemned Rivers government's demolition of AIT facility. CBN to clear foreign exchange backlogs in 2 weeks as BDCs to adopt technology. CBN to clear FX backlogs in 2 weeks, asks BDCs to adopt technology. Federal government experts brainstorm on African climate, clean energy in Abuja. The story is on page 26 of Daily Sun. And just before we go, we move up just beside the masthead. NLC warning strike paralyzes government secretariats, hospitals, banks, orders. For more on this, Inside Stories editorial back page inclusive. Log on to www.sunnewsonline.com. From Daily Sun, Blueprint paper is next on for review. Blueprint says security beef up as presidential election tribunal rules today. Security beef up as presidential election tribunal rules today. Gridlock at Gwagwalada, Nyanya, Zuba, Buhari checkpoints. Tension as PDP resorts to prayer assures of victory. Nigerians have right to protest if dissatisfied. Labour Party. And still on Blueprint's cover stories, we have Tinubu's 100 days, fuel subsidy removal, unification of exchange rates, averted economic catastrophe. Federal government. Stories on page 6 of Blueprint. Nigeria not yet a nation, says Jonathan. 2024 Hajj will be expensive. Pilgrims to deposit 4.5 million naira minimum. Nakon. Health Insurance Group posts 20 billion naira revenue in 2022. These are the headline stories on Blueprint newspaper. For more on that, log on to www.blueprint.ng. From Blueprint, we move over to This Day. Of course, This Day has a wraparound on its cover, but we are looking at the two stories also above the wraparound, where we have Otedola comments Sanwo-Olu on successful completion of Lagos Blu-ray, calls on Lagosians to continue to support government in its quest to deliver more class infrastructure for benefit of the people. We have Tinubu 100, strong start, stronger challenges, page 5 of This Day. For more on that, log on to This Day's website, www.thisdaylive.com. And from This Day, the Nation is next. Nation says, still above the wraparound on this cover, I'll break all barriers for investors. Tinubu assures. I'll break all barriers for investors. Tinubu assures. Billionaire Indian businessman OK's automobile manufacturing deal with Nigeria. Warning strike in partial success, pages 6 and 7. Above the masthead, we have federal government targeting 2 weeks for passport issuance. CBN to clear $10 billion forex backlog in 2 weeks. Otedola extols Sanwo-Olu on light Blu-ray takeoff. These are the leading stories on the Nation this Wednesday, September 6, 2023. For more on that, log on to the website www.thenationonlineng.net. From the Nation newspaper, we move over to the last paper, incidentally, on our menu, and that is The Guardian. Guardian is leading with another exclusive: subsidy returns as federal government leverages NNPC to manage market shocks. Subsidy returns, in quote, as federal government leverages NNPC to manage market shocks. Stories on page 6 of The Guardian. Of course, we have a graphic display of some numbers and figures on that beneath the story. After 17 billion naira, Bauchi government calls state low on education, blames civil servants. After 17 billion naira, Bauchi's governor scores state low on education, blames civil servants. Stories on page 41. Campaigners call for tax on wealthy as Nigeria attends G20 meeting. EFCC's anti-graft war when hunter becomes the game. Strike flops in Lagos as workers banks shown NLC. Police on red alert as Nigerians await tribunal's ruling on presidential election. Oyo Assembly approves Makinde's request to access 50 billion naira loan facility. Labour throws Abuja Kaduna jaws into darkness as electricity grid wobbles to 2,000 megawatts. I think that is all for on the cover of the Guardian newspaper this Wednesday, September 6, 2023. For more on that, inside stories and their editorial back page, log on to Guardian's website, www.guardian.ng. Well, viewers, this is where we come to the end of today's newspaper review on Leadership Television. It was brought to you on Inside Nigeria, your darling program. My name is Winifred Ugbebo. Unfortunately, we don't have a guest in the house this Wednesday to discuss some topical issues. But until I come your way again tomorrow, same time, same station, I remain Winifred Ugbebo. See you then. Bye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080